Alright, sorry guys. I was trying to do this off of the other phone, and it was out here in the vehicle most of the afternoon. It was not cool in here, and the phone is overheating. It's up on a dash mount, or a windshield mount rather, and I just couldn't keep it cool enough, so the phone decided that it got too hot and it doesn't want to do anything, so we're going to let it rest a while, and we'll just go back with the original phone. I do happen to have a spare, but well, my main one, the iPhone had service on it too, so didn't have to reset the phone. I had to switch the phone. My one I was going live from was actually a different phone, and it overheated. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for coming back. Looks like, well, it's okay. I had to switch some stuff around too. So, like my camera. There we go. You've lost count how many times you've watched the series. That must be a lot. Well, hello, my beautiful wife. I love you. Y'all have any comments for Sandhills sweetheart? She is in the chat with us. She's not in the vehicle. It'd be so much cooler if she was. But, alright. We'll catch you later, Danny. Thanks for checking in. Always nice to find another Nebraskan, even if he's no longer in the state. Yeah, I don't think there's any series that I've watched so many times that I can't remember. Movies, yeah. I don't think TV series. But that's all right. Now I've got a few movies that I don't have to see them. All I have to do is hear them, and in my mind I can watch them anyway. Or vice versa. The sound wouldn't have to be up, and I can still tell you just about word for word. Sweetheart doesn't always appreciate that as a talent. Stealth Hunter, welcome back. Night Wolf, welcome back. My phone overheated. It was in the car all day in the hot sun, and it was actually in the windshield mount, so the sun was beating right on it. So the phone needs to cool down before it will before it'll let me broadcast from it. So I had to switch back to my other one here. But we should be good to go. Sorry, I was driving a little bit there. I'm trying to drive, I'm trying to eat, I'm trying to talk. I can't eat and talk at the same time, obviously. So at any point here, if I sound like maybe I'm talking with my mouth full, and I'll try not to do that because it's rude, but I'm not going to get an actual break to go to lunch today now. I'm going to have to get right back to work, so it's not a work truck, it's my vehicle. I'll be safe, don't worry. That's why I go quiet sometimes, or I don't see doing that. But we're back. But yeah, driving always takes precedence over the chat, even though you guys sometimes have to suffer a little bit. So kind of wish you guys could see these wide open spaces that we have right here. Big old long wide river valley that we're in. If I turn that a little bit, you can really kind of see a scope of how wide the valley is right here. This road kind of follows the follows the Elkhorn River. As it heads down and joins up with the Platte River. So it is a beautiful view. Yeah, you guys, I will go live the next time I get back out to where I came from, and I will show you guys some really nice country. It'll look a lot different than what I'm driving through right now. Yeah, thanks for the reminder about the truck. No, this is my personal vehicle. I don't get a company vehicle. I don't make very many road trips. I do one weekly trip on Wednesdays, but aside from that, I generally don't. This was a special deal. I had some people come in last night and they wanted to get some phones, and they live about 45 miles away, and last night was the only time that worked for them to come to the store. However, there were a few things going on where we couldn't get everything done last night, and so I offered to come back over today. And yeah, the company will pay me mileage. I'll turn in a expense report and they'll give me mileage reimbursement. So that's why I don't have a problem doing it. Not a big deal. And you know, when you're working for a cell phone company and you work in sales, I mean, you kind of do what you got to do to get those sales. So it ended up being worth the road trip, and the bosses have no problem approving such an expense report for something like that. So now, if I just said, hey, I'm going to go drive an hour down the road and not have anything to show for it, they'd say, hey, that's a great idea. Do that on your day off. We're not paying you. Just a flat rate per mile is what they pay. So it goes to the gas or whatever. And the thing is, it helps out. You know, the way that my job works. Like I said, I'm in sales, so you know, I get a little bit of an added benefit of doing my job, you know, and completing the task which they have asked me to do for my money. So, you know, it keeps the paycheck coming in too. So no complaints there. We've had some new up-and-comers in my company here lately in my area that have kind of stolen some of my thunder. I used to be always at the top or close to the top of the heap consistently, and that's not been happening between a few things in my personal life, medical stuff going on, had to take some time off for surgery and whatnot. You guys have heard about that. So due to all that, then, is it windy or is the road crap? A little bit of both. A little bit of both. This Tahoe is not the best when there's a wind, you know, crosswind. It's a little, steering's a little bit loose on it, and I've got a few repairs I need to do to the ball joints and whatnot here pretty soon anyway, so we will we'll get some of that taken care of. But yeah, oh, I'm feeling a lot better. Yeah, it's all good. No issues anymore. Surgery went well, and recovery's going well. I had a disc removed in my neck, and a bone graft put back in, and then a little plate and some screws to hold it all together until it fuses. The only issue I have sometimes is, you know, range of motion isn't 100% back to where it was. I don't know if it ever will be 100%, but the pain that I was originally having, that's gone. I haven't had that since I woke up from surgery. Any pain that I do have is just getting the neck muscles conditioned, you know, back in shape. And they don't always like me, but sometimes just doing your daily tasks, you know, I don't whip my head side to side, and I don't headbang. So I'm not abusing my neck muscles, but yeah, recovery's going well. We'll get these neck muscles back into fighting shape. And yeah, life is good. No complaints there. You know what, Stealth Hunter? They never have. The doctor at my last checkup asked me if I wanted physical therapy, and I said, well, not really. I didn't see the need to spend money on that. Esparta, how you doing, bud? Good to see you. So no, I had the option of not doing PT, so I chose to not do PT. Hey, welcome back, Danny. I thought you were leaving us, or did you come back? Oh, better slow down here. This feed wagon, this guy's doing his best to stay off the side of the road, but that bridge right there, that didn't work so well. Come on, afterburners, let's kick in. There we are. I'm doing well also, Esparta. Thanks for asking. Just I don't have anything planned that we're going to talk about. I got people trying to call me. That's why I wasn't going to use this phone, because I didn't want it to ring in the middle of a broadcast, but we should be all good. I know you guys are talking to me, but I'm not showing that anybody's watching. That's kind of weird. Not sure what's happening. Did that guy indicate before he pulled over? I don't know. This is Nebraska. I'm not used to seeing blinkers before people do stuff. He didn't really have much of a choice. His feed wagon is a farm implement. He doesn't have blinkers and brake lights hooked up to it. That's why he's not going fast down the road. Oh, I think I missed something from Stealth Hunter about the Tahoe. I don't know. I miss stuff, guys, and I can't go back right now and read it. So if you said something or asked me something and it's super important, just hit me again. I'll do my best to catch it. But I want to hear from you guys. Tell me what's going on in the 2A world. We had our primary election today. It's still going on. Polls have not closed yet here in Nebraska. I don't know what other states have elections today, but I did my civic duty as a citizen. I did go vote, and I know Sandhills' sweetheart is planning on doing that when she gets back into town after work. I had time before, and she'll have a little time after, so she will do the same thing. Or maybe she's been there already. I guess I don't know for sure. But yeah, make sure that if your election hasn't happened yet, your primary election, and if you're registered to vote, make sure you go do that. And if you are eligible to register and you haven't, and you're not, or your state any good by not going to vote, because there's too many people that think that their vote won't matter, so they don't bother. We have a lot of people that think differently than you and I do, and they know that their vote does matter, and they make sure that they go and vote. Hybrid coyotes. Hybrid with what? Dogs? I haven't seen that. I guess I don't know what would interbreed with a coyote besides just farm dogs, range dogs. And they generally don't like each other. They generally fight. And as yet, I haven't heard of a wolf problem anywhere in Nebraska. I'm not saying they're not there. Just I haven't heard of a problem anyway. I do know that we have an increasing number of mountain lion talking to a person who has seen them firsthand, so I know they're around. But the good news is they don't want to tangle with you any worse than you want to tangle with them. Country. My signal may fade in and out. If I get to where I'm buffered, I'm just gonna tell everybody goodbye. But for now, we're all right. The world just got dark. The sun went behind a cloud. Shoot them with your Mossberg. What Mossberg? Rifle, shotgun? What are we looking at? You can't just say that and not tell us what you're shooting. I want to know. You know what? Does anybody that's listening right now, 715 tactical. I don't know Mossberg numbers. Is that a shotgun? Sounds like something like it must be a shotgun platform. I am curious. Those of you that shoot bolt action rifles, you know, like deer rifles. I just got the Browning in 270. And I've got a scope picked out. I'm saving up for that right now. I'm not taking by it, so I'm just gonna put some stuff, some money aside to buy my scope. Don't have figured out the yet. I mean, I've only ever had cheap rifles and cheap scopes. You know, cheap bases and rings would always work. But now that's not the case. You know, I've got a nice rifle, and I'm gonna buy a nicer scope, not super expensive as far as scopes go, but for me it'll be, you know, about 5 times more expensive than we're back. So yeah, I think this might happen. I'm gonna tell everybody goodbye just in case the next time this happens I might lose everybody. I know I'm gonna lose you again at least once. Get back in. Scope am I looking at? I'm looking at the Vortex Diamondback HP 4 to 16 power by 42 millimeter, and he did give me an answer. I'm not just taking one person's answer. I want to know from a lot of people, you know, and I do trust Clover and I trust his opinion, but you know, I want to give everybody a chance to say what they think. Is that a good scope? It looked like it. I was in a gun store here a couple weeks ago, and I got a chance to put hands on that Diamondback HP. It's got the side parallax adjustment. That's really nice, and it looked like exactly what I was looking for. It's got nice long eye relief. That's a big thing for me, is long eye relief. Because I typically when I mount a rifle to my shoulder and I get that good cheek weld, if I close my eyes and just throw it to my shoulder, then typically what happens is with a cheaper scope, I'm too far back for the eye relief, and then I have to scoot my face forward and crane my neck, and it's not what something with a knife. About 4 inches is what that Vortex has. So well, we held through one hill. Probably gonna lose you though coming up on this next one. I think I'm just gonna call it, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. By the time I get back into town, I won't have enough time to turn it back on before I have to turn it off. So thanks for keeping me company. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I'm thinking maybe mid-afternoon tomorrow on my way back into town from the other direction. I'll probably kick on again and see what's going on in the world. So, probably have something to talk about. I'll been bugging me. We'll talk about that. Everybody, you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday.